Basketball has definitely changed over the years. One aspect of the sport that keeps changing is the aesthetic of the game. More specifically, the shoes. NBA game-worn shoes have had a history in the league since the emergence of Michael Jordan and Nike's Air Jordan 1s and the Nike Airships. Since then, the landscape of the league's rules and regulations have altered throughout the years to accommodate the growing market of custom and player-sponsored sneakers. Adam Silver's lifting of the 51% rule, which the late and former commissioner David Stern re-established as law of the land after Jordan's '85 fiasco with the Nike brand, gave way to a myriad of eccentric shoes and a palpable sense of a new aesthetic on the rise. For those wondering, the 51% rule stated that shoes worn by players must be mostly white and have a color scheme that fits with the team's jersey. We'll comb through all of the shoes worn by NBA players on the hardwood floor, some from NBA games and others from non-NBA fixtures like the Olympics or FIBA World Cup make up our list. Though the price tag may have changed since they actually wore them during the games. In this video, we'll count down the most expensive shoes, auction or retail price, that NBA players have worn during games. Don't forget to leave this video a like and subscribe down below for more basketball-related content regarding your favorite NBA All-Stars. We post Monday to Friday, so be sure to hit the bell icon to get notified when we post our videos. The first 5 on our list were all worn by Jordan during his career, making them an extremely hot commodity in the resale world. And with that, immense price tags. Yes, you'll see shoes on this list that weren't $50K when they were worn in NBA games, but that doesn't exclude them from being on our list. Number 1. Air Jordan 12s. Most commonly referred to as the flu game, Michael Jordan's 38-point performance against the Utah Jazz in Game 5 of the 1997 NBA Finals is one of folklore status. Though the circumstances of his ailment stays a mystery, we believe it was food poisoning, not the flu. The shoes he wore during that famous game were not. Despite barely being able to walk or talk, Jordan laced up the 12s and made them a historical artifact in the process. Auctioned off in December of 2013, the shoes were sold for an insane $105,000. 6 figures for a pair of shoes? Yeah, we might want to switch careers after this video. Number 2. Nike's Airships. These legendary shoes were worn by Michael while playing against the Lakers in one of his first rookie games. They were auctioned off in April of 2015 and sold for almost $72,000, and they weren't even Jordan brand sneakers. These next ones, which are always confused with Airships, were the first Jordan brand sneakers. Number 3. Air Jordan 1s. Taking the league by storm, Jordan's insanely impressive rookie year set him up for what would be the greatest NBA careers the league has ever seen. On top of averaging 28 points per game, a ridiculous stat for any rookie, Jordan locked down the first of many copycat shoe endorsement deals with Nike for $500,000 a year for 5 years. With it came the first ever Jordan brand sneaker, the Air Jordan 1s. Though auctioned off years later in October of 2016, these shoes were unique in their cult status and their value was high. The second his rookie career ended. Sold for $40,000, these game-worn shoes are definitely worth the cash. Number 4. Air Jordan 6s Bread. A year before the flu game, Jordan and his Chicago Bulls were en route to securing another NBA Finals championship. That specific regular season was one for the books. Literally. The Bulls' regular season 72-10 record was a record for almost 2 decades until the 2015 to 2016 Golden State Warriors shocked the world with their 73-9 regular season record. After years of sneakerhead controversy, the shoes worn by Michael in Game 3 of the '96 NBA Finals are at the top of the list of best shoes worn on the NBA hardwood floor. Auctioned off in 2015, they were sold for $34,000. Jordan and the Bulls went on to win that game and take their finals lead to 3-0. They would later defeat the Supersonics 4-2. Number 5. Air Jordan C's Olympic. Like we've stated before, not all shoes on this list were NBA game-worn shoes. Some were worn outside of the American hardwood in events like the 1992 Olympics. Setting the bar extremely high for what a U.S. Olympic basketball team should be, the 1992 Dream Team Olympic run was a special one. Michael was among 11 teammates on the roster. The shoes he wore? The Air Jordan C's Olympic. These shoes went from qualifiers to first place podium and garnered major hype during its journey. No wonder someone shelled out loads of cash for these historic shoes. Auctioning off at around $52,000, these shoes round out to be our favorite and most expensive game-worn Jordan shoes. Number 6. Nike's Hyperdunks. Moving along into the 2000s, we see Nike and other brands get into the technology side of the shoe game. With Kobe and Team USA en route to the 2008 Beijing Olympics, Nike took the opportunity to rein in a new era of tech-inspired shoes, the Hyperdunks. With Kobe as the face of the brand at the time, Nike designed a lighter shoe that didn't falter when it came to support. Having worn them during the Olympics, the shoes ended up starting a Kobe shoe line with the Hyperdunks at the forefront. A high commodity in the shoe world, these pair of Olympic game-worn sneakers sold for almost $38,000 in a 2014 auction. If it helped Black Mamba secure a gold medal, then that price tag is worth every penny. Number 7. Under Armour's Curry 3s, Oakland Strong. Auctioning them off in December of 2016, these game-worn shoes were made in honor of the 36 victims of the Ghost Ship warehouse fire. They featured all 36 initials of the people who died that day. They were sold for $30,000, and all the money was donated in benefit of the Oakland Fire Relief Fund. A heartfelt gesture. We salute Steph for his empathetic ways. Number 8. PJ Tucker. Tucker is known around the league for his incredible shoe collection, once telling in a Complex interview that he shelled out close to $200,000 on shoes in 1 year alone. Just shoes. That's mental. But for PJ, it's necessary. He says his shoes aren't only for performance, but for style and his way of expressing himself. One of those shoes came at a hefty price, but for him, it was just another day on the block. The Air Jordan Legends of Summer 3s were on his wish list for a while, considering only 3 were available for his size 14. So persistence, but also patience, played a key role. We don't know how much cash he splashed to acquire them, but you can find other variations of these rare sneakers online from $10,000 to $85,000. Keep doing you, PJ. Shoes aren't just for basketball, they're also a smart investment choice in this modern-day landscape. Number 9. Converse Fastbreakers. Yes, you guessed it. The most expensive game-worn shoe of all time goes to Michael Jordan's 1984 Olympics shoe, the Converse Fastbreakers. Starting off and ending this list, the name Jordan is synonymous with expensive shoes. A year before his legendary endorsement deal, though, these shoes were worn during his team-leading 20-point performance against Spain in the final game of the tournament. USA destroyed Spain to win their gold medal, and in the process gave Jordan's Converse a cult status among sneakerheads. Selling for an unheard of $190,000 in 2017, these shoes are definitely our most expensive game-worn shoes of all time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and turn on post notifications to be notified about more videos like this.